This is a medical news broadcast to make you aware of recent developments. It is important to understand that this is not medical advice. Hello and welcome to the Medical Justice News Brief. Thank you for joining us today as we bring to your attention a recently published study that comes from the University of Colorado and Schultz Medical Campus. A study that urges us to reconsider and possibly refine our approach towards the prescribing of benzodiazepines. This collaborative research effort has led to the identification of a range of symptoms unified under a new term, benzodiazepine-induced neurological dysfunction, or BIND. Symptoms reported were persistent, with a significant portion of respondents noting them lasting for several months to over a year. Issues include anxiety, insomnia, and even heightened sensitivity to sensory stimuli. This could be the result of benzodiazepine's actions on the gamma-aminobutyric acid receptors in the brain. These receptors exist throughout the brain, as GABA is the main inhibitory neurotransmitter. Medications like benzodiazepines bind these receptors and slow down neuronal firing rates, working as a balance to the glutamate system, which is the brain's major excitatory neurotransmitter. The BIND study seems to indicate that the chronic use of these medications and the abrupt withdrawal from them can have very serious consequences. I quote now from the conclusion of the study. Many prolonged symptoms subsequent to benzodiazepine use and discontinuation have been shown in a large survey of benzodiazepine users. Benzodiazepine-induced neurological dysfunction, or BIND, has been proposed as a term to describe symptoms and associated adverse life consequences that may emerge during benzodiazepine use, tapering, and continue after benzodiazepine discontinuation. Not all people who take benzodiazepines will develop BIND, and risk factors for BIND remain to be elucidated. Further pathogenic and clinical study of BIND is needed. But let us also remember that medical science is as much about individual stories as it is about collective data. Each patient comes with a unique medical and psychological history, and for many, the benefits of benzodiazepine use may still substantially outweigh the associated risks. And it's also important to note here that while these findings are significant, the research highlights the necessity of further investigations to completely understand the spectrum of BIND symptoms and its prevalence in long-term benzodiazepine users. As Dr. Alexis Rietville pointed out, this study should prompt us to revisit our understanding and approach towards prescribing benzodiazepines. It's an invitation to look deeper, to explore further, and to continually align our practices with the evolving landscape of medical knowledge. Yet the cornerstone of medicine remains individualized patient care, evaluating the potential benefits and risks closely to ensure the best possible outcome. For people with uncontrolled seizures, severe muscle spasms from nerve or spinal cord injury, or those with severe panic attacks or uncontrollable anxiety, benzodiazepines are sometimes the only thing that works, which makes balancing the risks and benefits of these medications even more difficult in light of the BIND study. Given the new insights brought forth by this research, it might be prudent for primary care physicians to consider specialty consultation in certain cases. Collaborative efforts can be a path to holistic understanding and optimal patient outcomes. While these findings are a significant step in understanding the long-term effects of benzodiazepine usage, they also underline a continuous journey towards a future where our strategies are not only more informed, but also emphatically individual-centric. As we wrap up, I invite you to delve deeper into the findings published in this journal. Let us foster a dialogue where we learn, unlearn, and relearn, always with the well-being of patients as our paramount concern. A link to the study can be found in the description. Thank you for listening, and let us continue to strive for a healthcare approach, grounded in the latest research and guided by empathy and individual understanding. Until next time, take care and stay informed.